Mounjaro. To me, I am absolutely fascinated with this miracle wonder drug, whatever you want to call it. I know there's a lot of controversial opinions out there about the use of Mounjaro, but I can say that in the last 12 weeks, I feel transformed by Mounjaro and what I've gained from it, what I've learned from it, and how I've been able to sort of do this weight loss journey from 1st of October up to today, 22nd of December 2024, and feel like a completely different person. And I mean that with all sincerity. I feel like a completely different person. My name's Ginger, and this is Ginger Goes GLP. So I want to keep this brief today because I know that everybody is involved in their Christmas plans and shopping and getting prep and probably have family over. So this is my 12-week weigh-in video, and I am going to keep it sort of tight and short just so that we can cover all of the basics. So as you may know, if you've watched any of my previous weigh-in videos, I go over a couple of things. I go over mood, cravings, hunger, sleep, side effects, calories, and goals. So we'll go over those today, and then I'll do my weight loss. So if you really are strapped for time, then just skip to the end. But so mood overall, I would say my mood has been stable. And when I say stable, I don't just mean for the 12 weeks that I've been on Mounjaro, but stable compared to other years over the winter time. I just can't believe how much positivity, balance, just being able to do things, not feeling like the world is on my shoulders. And in previous years, I really struggle around the Christmas period. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. I get seasonal affective disorder. So it's all very overwhelming. This year, I haven't had that at all. And work has been chaotic and hectic and busy. And it really hasn't impacted me. I've had a few really stressy days, which have left me feeling quite discombobulated at the end. But not to the point where I think, oh, I need a day away, or I can't cope with this, or anything. So the mood has been a huge improvement for me on previous years, and the only thing I really can put that down to is the Mounjaro. Hunger, I am definitely starting to notice the day 6 and day 7 hunger, pains, pangs, whatever you want to call them. So I am noticing that on those 2 days, I am hungrier than the rest of the week. And I think I've noticed that in past weeks, but actually this week, I was really hungry on day 7, like really hungry. But I used it as an exercise to sort of be aware of my hunger, plan what I'm going to eat, and then eat that meal anyway without panicking. I'm hungry, I'm going to overeat, and thinking of all the different things. So even though I was hungry, it was very proportionate and balanced and just like a normal meal when I did sit down to it. Cravings, lot of what I'm aware of is I have a lot of head cravings this week, and I think that's just because all the shops, all the TV ads, everything is just revolving around food, 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 food. Anyone who saw my midweek musings knows that I had a bit of a cheat at work. Not a cheat, but like my old habits came back, where there was loads of chocolates in the office, and then when there was no one looking, I went and took chocolates. That's the child in me. That's the child who feels they're going to miss out on stuff, and so has to sneak food, having been told by their parent that they're overweight and they shouldn't eat too many sweets. Has it ever happened to anybody else? So that child part of me emerged, and went and snuck sweets. And then when the adult part of me checked in later, I was like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I didn't even really want them. So yeah, so the cravings are head cravings. I'm not acting on them, and they're not obsessive like they would be before. They are just there, and I'm recognizing that. But I found my old shopping list from last year, and it's disgraceful. It's disgraceful the amount of food that's on there. And I probably ate all of that food up until the 1st of January, when I threw the rest of it away, swearing I would never eat that much again. This was ridiculous, all those things. You know exactly what I mean. Sleep this week has been greatly improved. I have struggled with my sleep the whole way through this 12 weeks, because I wake up in the middle of the night to go to the loo and then I can't get back to sleep. I don't know if it's just sheer exhaustion from work and knowing that I'm off for a week over Christmas, but I slept really well. And in fact, Friday night into Saturday night, I think I went 8 hours. I didn't wake up. I woke up in the morning about 6:30, 7 o'clock. I went to the loo. I went back to sleep, and I slept. Yeah, I went back to sleep, and I slept for another 2 hours. So my sleep has really been good this week compared to other weeks. Side effects, I haven't really had any new side effects. I still get the sulfur burps when I haven't eaten enough. I know other people report they get the sulfur burps when they've eaten too much. Or I saw an interesting take that maybe people get it when they eat potatoes. So I think maybe it does vary from person to person. But for me, the most time I notice the sulfur burps is when my stomach is completely empty and I'm sort of waiting to have a meal. Yeah, so that's all about side effects. Calories this week, they've been around 1100 to 1200 this week. Not quite sure why they're so low. I might have missed logging a meal on my Fat Secret, but I haven't been restricting what I eat, if that makes sense. Goals, any of you who've watched my previous videos will know that one of the goals I had for Christmas was to try and make it to 216 pounds, so 216 pounds by Christmas, which was going to be a stretch, obviously, because where I was sort of checking in, it was going to take a big weight loss to get there. So I started my Mounjaro journey back on the 1st of October, and my original weight was 247.8 pounds or 17.8 pounds. And I think that was 112 kilos. I've got that written down. Let me just double check. 112.6 kilos. So yeah, so in the 12 weeks, like I said, I wanted to try and get to 216. I've gone back through my old My Fat Secret app to see where that 216 figure came from. And what I can tell you is that that goes back to November 2020. Oh, sorry, no, July 2021. I set that goal of 216 pounds. I think I probably meant to do 215 pounds, and maybe my fat thumb or whatever hit the six instead of the five. Um, so yeah, so I was going through and I was looking at all the ups and downs over the years. So yeah, the lowest I got down to pre Mounjaro was 224 pounds. Um, and I went back up about I think the next week I went to 227, and then the next one I've logged is 248. So yeah, 248 seems to be where my set point goes to. So I've been up and down to that weight about 9 times since July 2021. But I've obviously broken through that because last week when I did my weigh in, week 11, my weigh in was 219.5, so 219 pounds and 5 ounces, or 15 stone 9 and 5 ounces. And that's 99.5 kilos, which was a weight loss last week of 2.1 pounds. I mean, that's great. I'm 55 years old, so to lose 2 pounds sort of on a consistent basis is really good. I've not done that consistently, even like looking at those weights going up and down since July 2021. There's the odd sort of like half-pound weight loss or 1 pound weight loss, quite a few 1 pound weight loss, and some no weight losses at all. Even though I felt like I was eating in a calorie deficit the whole time. So yeah, it's really interesting that, like, looking back on that, seeing that, and then looking back at my Mounjaro journey where my weight has consistently gone down by at least a pound or a pound and a half per week. Usually it's closer to the 2 pound mark. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. So week 12 weigh in. So I would like to report that, yeah, triumph. I weighed in this morning at 216.4. So it's not 216 even, but I don't care. The first numbers are 216, and I'm taking that. I'm taking that all the way. I'm so happy with that. And I did not think I was going to make it because it was a huge weight loss for me this week. So 216 pounds and 4 ounces, which equates to 15 stone 6.4 ounces, or 98.2 kilograms. So totally last week, I lost 3.1 pounds, which is a big loss for me. And I said last week that I felt like I lost a bit more, but the scale didn't show it. But my clothes were feeling a lot looser. And I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and I just thought, cracky, I do look like I've lost some weight. Um, so yeah, to step on the scale today and see that 216, even if it had been 216.9, I would have taken that. That's just amazing. And it gives me a great buffer for this week. Excuse me, going into Christmas week. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with that. So overall, I've lost. Sorry, I've got something in the way here. I've lost 31 pounds and 4 ounces since the 1st of October, which equates to 2.6 pounds per week, if you average it out. So that's brilliant. So yeah, I'm really delighted. I'm going into Christmas feeling good. I am going to have a nice meal on Christmas Day. Anyone who saw my short yesterday, I ate breakfast, which would have been kind of like day one, day two, so the morning after the shot, and I was so poorly. My tummy was hurting. I was bloated. I felt awful. But yeah, that did pass after about 3 hours. So I did carry on with what I needed to do yesterday to get it all done in time. But yeah, it wasn't an experience I want to have on Christmas Day, where people are having fun. So today is day 2 or day 3 after the shot, again, depending how you think. I took it Friday. So I have zero hunger today. It's 11 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything yet. I've just had 2 cups of coffee. I have zero hunger. And that's what I didn't want to have on Christmas Day. I know some people are choosing to keep their shot schedule the same, which is great. You do you. I feel prepared for Christmas Day, and I feel like I can enjoy a bite to eat. I trust myself now at week 12 to have a nice normal plate of food and not get overwhelmed by it. But yeah, I'm going to check out now. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, or even if you don't celebrate at this time of year. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you all for a sort of midweek musing at some point during Christmas. All right, lots of mistakes during this one. Okay.